You're a superhero. Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. Until I broke the rules, my life destroyed. Life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take? Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Fly up, away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero? Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed. Life destroyed. Until I woke awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? Can I take?
Well, Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you here live at a Charles. Look, countdown to green action presented by Lunatic Designs as the drivers get ready to show up and put out week 5 here tonight as we get rolling. You know, it's going to be a good time. Thank you to Kigo the Lunatic and each and every one of you for being out there, putting up a good show here for the GT3 series presented by Chopp'N podcast. Here is your starting grid tonight in week 5, Daytona International Speedway. The pole sitter, none other than the guy who is going for his 5th win in a row, Nathan Bigart, is going to be your pole sitter. David Steiner, your outside pole sitter, back in action after going to a little Bathurst this weekend. Michael Caffrey's going to be there inside row number 2 with Colby Hartel. Michael Meta, Pat Green there, row number 3. Theodore Siddell's going to be out there with Anthony Crown over row number 4. Wesley Strait, Jonathan Casey, row number 5. Robert Church, Chris Roberts going to be out there with row number 6. Row 7, final row here tonight. Michael Strickland and Jira Camoroli is going to be out there. Texas driver. He is ready to go. Tonight's race is going to look, it's going to look like this. Daytona International Speedway. If you want to join Chop Racing for some more GT3 series action, make sure you go to discord.gg/Chop Racing or ! Discord out there. It's the command you're going to be using. It is that time. 60 minutes, 1 fast repair, 2 sets of tires. That's pretty much what you're going to see. Tires at the Daytona road course has not been a real big factor. So we'll see how this one's going to fare out, who's going to be able to try to use a little bit of strategy because these 60-minute races have been pretty much giving everybody a whole lot of fits. So I'm excited to see it. RB, thank you for the like. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like. Sterling Z's, thank you for following us out there on Facebook. I appreciate you. If you haven't done so, reach up at the like button for me because along with support what we do and everything that we have. We're going to see a good short stint here when it comes to the start of this race. So I'm pretty excited to see David Steiner and Nathan Bigart go at it. Turn 1, very busy at this racetrack each and every time we get the green flag rolling. So I also brought back the drone cam there, folks. We're going to be able to follow along with drivers, and we're going to go from sunset skies to the nighttime here at the Daytona International Speedway, home of the Daytona 24, the Rolex 24. I am thrilled to be able to be a part of it and thrilled to see you all here. We are going to see this racetrack come alive and massive takings. They're going restart zone. Good Turn 1 busy. Oh, let's go for the Budgie Bird out there. Good to see you. David Steiner in second. Nathan Bigart trying to escape the traffic. Clean air is going to be important, but the 2 McLarens very fast. Michael Caffrey at a McLaren as well. Top 3 right there. Colby Hartel in a Mustang. To watch this driver get out there and put himself in a good situation. Hold on, let me turn down so I forget how loud this track is with these cars, and it's absolutely awesome. It's awesome. All right. Hold on to your bucket list. Go Striker. That's right. That is right. Striker has his own command now. Exclamation point Striker for Striker. And only Striker. Well, there's some biddies coming our way. I hear them. Dan, thank you for the like. And I bet Dan sent me some bits. I bet he did. I bet he did. 50 stars. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the stars. You're a legend, sir. Much love to you, my friend. Much love to you. All right. You know the best
Dan
part
De Paolo sent 50 stars.
Yeah, he says. All right. You know the best part about a drone cam? Well, it's being able to do this. Being able to shake and bake. Yeah. Let's make this thing look amazing, folks. Turn 1. First lap complete. Right now, McLaren showing why they are some of the best cars out there in the mix. Yeah. Woo, baby. Yeah. It's like playing a video game. buddy. Is you're having some issues? Oh, I like this. Oh, yeah. Come on, drivers. Let's go. If I make you guys nauseous, let me know. I'm playing around here. I like the drone cam. It's one of my favorites. I had it a long time ago, and I forgot it was still a possibility. It just so happens that my little one got an Xbox for Christmas, and I got my old controller back. So I can do it again. Yeah. That's where that camera needs to be, I think. I think I might change that on the next time I do some updates. Do some over-the-fence cameras like that. I think that's a good camera. Big Iron to full second lead, David Steiner. Comfortable in second. We'll have to keep the off tracks at a minimum. Azura having an issue on the second lap. Here's what happened, Azura, here. I think he I don't know if he hit something. Something happened. He jumped to pit road. Oof. Take a look. He's right there where Strickland was. There's Stryker right there. Little look. Little chase. Oh, Stryker. Oh, no. Yeah, Stryker went to get into the corner there, and it was just a hard break. It's okay. You can jump to pit road, get a fast repair after the tow. Motion doesn't bother you. Good deal, buddy. Appreciate you. Adds realism. Sweet. Sweet. Thank you, folks. We do have a driver cam tonight. It is your race leader, Nathan Big Arndt. Driver cam is presented by Chopp'N Racing. Your drivers rolling. We're 4.25 into this 1 hour mark of a racetrack, and right now 1.4 second lead. You just kind of have to hit your marks. That's one thing about this racetrack. Hitting your marks is everything. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Bean? Yeah, thank you to Nathan for running his driver cam. I like the driver cams. Without driver cams, we have no driver cams. Without drivers running the driver cams, we have no driver cams. Know what I mean? Yeah. All right. What can we do here? There's things that we can do with the car. We see Matt having an issue. Turn one was the issue here. I don't know why that was still playing. Yep. He's good. He's good. Mine is good. All right, Big Iron, fastest lap of the race. Let's go on. Theodore here, up one. Matt having another issue here. Something's got to be going on with the car. Come on, Mike. Full send. Nice crown over, a little Ray-Ban action. Like it. I like it a lot. Sheer coming on pit road. Finally gets that all squirreled away. What if I can do this? Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. Look at that closing distance for Theodore back there. This is about hitting your mark. Whoa. Oh, I thought that was Nate for a second. I was like, what happened to the leader? Never mind. I think that's just zero right back there. 61 trying to roll. Oh, we're outside the racetrack. Hold on. That's the downfall of that one. Take a look at some of these beautiful paint schemes as we go. Your brush. Thank you very much. Oh, corner got missed there. He might be having wheel issues. That might be what's going on here. There's the Goodyear blimp up there, folks, up in the sky. All right, we'll stop playing around with it. All right, Stryker back here. A little bit of nose damage. Churchy's going to be rolling. Shout out to the Case Beer is going to be just behind Christopher Burge is our famous Canadian good friend. Love this guy. He's back to running a Canadian paint scheme. Let's go, sir. Little monster on board. He's a monster racer. How about Wesley Strait running the Storm Racing 89? He and Colby Hartog, similar paint schemes, a little team racing action. I love it. I think it's cool. I miss doing it. We just kind of do our thing. All right, 1.7 second difference here for David Steiner here. As right now, Colby Hartog trying to get into the braking zone behind Michael Caffrey. The Mustangs have great downforce on the high-speed sections here. It's one of the things that I like about the Mustangs a lot. Now, cornering goes to some of the more traditional GT3 cars, but I'm telling you, it's crazy to see it. Crazy to see what these drivers could be able to do. So into the chicane, straightaway speed for that Mustang closing, and he's faster than everybody ahead of him right now, according to the speed getting into the corner. So Big Arts 1.7. Hartog trying to get around Mr. Caffrey here. Anthony Cronover solid for fifth. As we see Theodore running. Pat Green, of course, and Wesley Strait. 4 Mustangs, 4 Corvettes, 5 McLarens, and 1 lone Ferrari. Churchy having an issue. He got off, I think he had to stop. Yeah, he's fine. His car's fine. Love it. 1 Ferrari. We need a Lamborghini out there. That's what we need. Best looking car out there. Just saying. A Lamborghini Huracan. That's what I mean. I mean, the Ferrari's pretty cool too. It's Ferrari. Is it the 599? Pretty sure it's the 599. I have to look now. I have to look. Don't speak. All right, I have to look. Review this session. All right, it is. Oh no, the 420. It's the Ferrari 296. Sorry, it's the GT3 version. The 599 is completely different. So the BMWs are the M4 GT3s, and then the Audi R8 LMS Evo 2 is another car that's available for this series. Ferrari 296 GT3, of course, the McLaren 720, which is what you see the McLarens out there running. The Mercedes AMG GT3 is an amazing car in the simulator. Absolutely love the sound of it. The Porsche 911 GT3R, which is considered the 992. That's the car that I actually own. It's the one I drive. Ford Mustang GT3, that's the newest edition, along with the Chevrolet Camaro Z06 GT3R. They do have the Acura NSX GT3 Evo, and of course the Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo. We love all of those cars. They're all amazing. Yeah, let's throw it on exciting. Let's see where the action's at here, according to iRacing. Caffrey as Hartog. Full send. Right now, a little bit of lap traffic. There's the 13. Mata letting a couple drivers go around. Colby Hartog trying to close in. 2 seconds to gap. David Steiner trying to roll. Let's send and all that jazz. Budgie, how's the audio? Is it too loud? Is it too little? Is it too bad? Is it too... Can you hear the cars? I guess that's the question. I want to make sure we can hear the cars. Speaking of things to check on as well, we got to check on chat. I don't have the other chat up. Know what I mean? There we go. Yep, that's up. Now I can see the chat. The chat's away. Dan says ads, realism drone cam, pretty cool. Love it. Larry says, good luck, everybody. Hammer down. Love it. David Steiner, good luck all, of course, out there. Mr. Steiner throwing $50 at our PC goal, which was awesome. Hey, just so everybody knows, update on the PC goal. We have $885 of our PC goal. So you all know. Kobe Hartong trying to close in. McLaren's on board. Big Art, a little bit of clean air. 145.97. Churchy coming around. Got some nose damage right now. Something happened, and I'm not quite sure what. Let's see. Something happened to him. Oh, this was it. Yep. Oh, Giro is breaking into the corner. Oh, and Churchy had nowhere to go. Church came in with a head of steam. He's going to come in and get his fast repair for sure. Dang it. Thank you, Budgie, for the clip. That was a massive hit. Like a freight train. Bam. Sorry, it was Church right here. Last incident. I have a button for this that I want to play. I have to play it. Here we go. And into the corner. Lined up, turn one. Yep, it happened. All right, back to life. Hopefully Church is good. He's gonna be leaving pit road now, so he's good to go. Church coming off pit road. It's only going to be a lap down, leaving pit exit. He'll have a chance though at fast repair and tires and fuel. 14 minutes in, he'll be able to roll. Big Arch 145.57, fastest lap of the race. David Steiner has Caffrey rolling. Hartung back in tow. Here's Anthony Crownover coming around turn 1 and 2. Incredible racetrack. I do love this version of this racetrack. It is a lot of fun to drive in everything that is out there. You run it into the cup cars. You can run it into the mini stocks. You can run it in the touring mods, the Mazdas, Pro Light trucks. You don't get very good gas mileage out of it. You're really only going to run like 5 laps, but you'll be able to run a little bit more than that. But you can run it in the NASCAR side of things. This track is good for about everything. 3 spots for Anthony Crownover since the start of the race. For Berge up 2. Casebeer just ahead of him. See the Red Bull Racing Machine. Rolling on. Rolling on. If I'm low with you having headphones on, then that means the car's too loud. Because I'm loud all the time. So these cars have a different decibel level. So, what I need to do is I need to have a key for NASCAR side of things. And I set up a key for the volume of the cars when it comes to the road side of things. These cars literally do just, the decibels are insane. Crownover just ran his fastest lap of the race. The drivers want to compete with him. Hartung gets back around Michael Caffrey here. Hartung's got to pull out of the technical section and has to start utilizing that straightaway speed. These two duking it out. Right now, 8.2 the gap from Hartung, or almost 8.3 between Hartung and Caffrey to Nathan Bigart. David Steiner, 146.37. They've got to start hitting the marks and start closing in some of that distance, or it'll be 5 in a row. Bigart, here's a little telemetry going on for him. I believe this is an open setup as well, so, setup does matter. I believe it's an open setup. Setups do matter. Into the corner. 100 miles an hour in the chicane is insane. As low as 98. Back through the gears all the way through fifth already. Sixth gear. Try to maximize the exit here. 160. And should hit about 170 miles an hour across the line. Maybe a little faster here. Can he get it? 171. There he goes. Yeah. 171 miles an hour across the line. Case Beer having an issue coming all around. Gonna have to give up some time here. Roberge will see Strickland. As the two Corvettes go to work. Red Bull on board. Jonathan Case Beer in the McLaren. We'll get back in tow here. One mistake in your race, you have to give up a couple of seconds, and that's a big deal. Hartog through the technical section here, up through turn 6. I'm sorry, turn 5 is left-hander here. Turn 6 is going to be the right-hander. Oh, yeah, I can speak. Let's go with Roberge. Roberge, turn 1. Turn 2 is going to be the S's here. Turn 3 is coming up right here. Turn 4, the left-hander up. As they come around this is a fast section here, but the dog leg right here. Turn 4. Turn 5 is the right-hander that you're going to see. These three enter here in just a moment. Wide arcing turn. You kind of have to double apex this turn. Close out, push all the way out to the grass. Turn 6 into turn 7, which is NASCAR 1. There's turn 6. Turn 7 is going to be NASCAR 1. Right up here. Turn 8 is the technical NASCAR turn 2. Down into the back straightaway. A lot of drivers running up higher on that race line. Come down to the back straightaway into the backstretch chicane or the bus stop, whichever way you want to call it. And then 9, 10, 11, and 12. Turn 13 and turn 14. Now, I'm going to go to what NASCAR. What happened to Caffrey? No, not Caffrey. Off track for Caffrey. What happened? Oh. Got it a turn 1 heavy there. Let's go to Far Chase. Back up. Hartog and Caffrey were having a good battle here. It's into turn 1. Drivers push out. Oh, just got free. Oh, he hit his nose. Come on, Michael. Come on, Striker. Got 2 Michaels in there. Might as well root for both of them. Come on, Theodore. Big Arntout, your race leader. 5 seconds the gap now. David Steiner putting in the energy. Trying to do what he can. Colby Hartog now needs to focus ahead and try to work his way forward. Caffrey didn't lose that much. I mean, he lost some ground here. But we'll have to see how the nose is going to fare out. Right now, Anthony Cronover within an eye shot, can speak an eye shot of him. There's Pat Green and Wesley Strait. Teammates trying to close up on those. Theodore coming around. Mustangs a good chunk of speed here. 5 seconds the gap. David Steiner trying to put in some energy. Colby Hartog. Can he close in any of that time? Mustangs do great on the straightaways. But Nathan just putting it. I mean, Nathan's doing it, man. Doing the cars. Let's go. That's right. All right, 22 minutes in. Dun, 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 dun. Technically, they call the bus stop turn 10 and turn 11, turn 9 on NASCAR 8. I guess here lately, no, turn 6, turn 7, yeah. Oh, so the way that the racing circuits have evolved and changed here is that the outer, on the front stretch, turn 1's left-hander, turn 2 is, of course, through the S's and all that technical turn. Yeah, no, that's not it. There it is. All right, here it is. As of 2020, when they made the change, now there is no front stretch chicane on this configuration. So that right there is and this is that's a NASCAR track map. We don't want that. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Gives me all the turns. Oy. All right, here's Nate. That's turn 3. Turn 4 is the dog leg up here to the left. Turn 5 is the West Horseshoe. Turn 6 is the in and out. So yeah, they went from 12 turns to 14 turns when they added the front stretch chicane, which was new in 2020 to the Daytona road course. All right, left-hander, that's turn 6, the in and out. It used to be that turn 6, and this was turn 7 for NASCAR turn 1. Before NASCAR turn 1. Now this is turn 7. NASCAR turn 2 is going to be the big oval, turn 8. Then 9 and 10 for the chicane. Then 11 is going to be NASCAR turn 3, and then 12 is NASCAR turn 4. No front stretch chicane, so they're doing fine when it comes to it. So 12 turns on this one. Anywhere when the dirt stuff is starting, not a clue. Not a clue. Would love to know. Would love to know so I could put it out there for everybody. I would love to see all of the dirt stuff. All of the dirt things. So this back on exciting. We'll see where all the drivers are going. Chris Brothers. Pat Green. Pat's caught up to Mr. Churchy here. Churchy's only a lap down. Churchy's doing good. He's doing really well here. Other than that one issue he had, he's doing very well. And good track for him. So we'll see if he's going to be able to maybe try to get his lap back, but 2, put himself back in there. You know, all the things. What is chat saying? You just need something to run Thursday. I don't know if they're going to do it Sunday mornings or Thursdays, or we could do a Sunday morning broadcast. Could deal with it. Hammond said something about the possibility of, because I was like, hey, I'm looking for something to run or something to race. He was talking about 100% races. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I think that's the plan, but I'm not quite sure. We'll see. I mean, I told Stryker I gave them the first dibs. Give them dibs. They get dibs. Come on, Pat Green. Like seeing Pat out there running. Like seeing the team racing. Got a couple of different teams, of course. Steiner Caffrey and the old... I forgot the team name again. Dang it. Dominate. That's right. They got to get out there and dominate over Nate. 6 seconds the gap. Nate's fast, man. He really is. Just fast. I'm no good at road racing, but I understand it. I understand the lines, understand what's going on. You'll be around. Just got to work on some stuff here. You'll be watching. Appreciate you. I appreciate it. Dove, thank you for the like, sir. Dove, you have any insight on Dirt Series racing? I know that Chopp'N wants to do some Dirt Series. You can't not do Dirt Series racing. I think Churchy's up on that one. I don't know. We'll see. Would love to see it. Mr. Butler. No, not yet. Okay. What's up, Maka Butler? What's up, brother? Let's see him. Hey, Dove. Exclamation point striker. The last season they had 2 back-to-back seasons, and it was really cool. Where are you watching from, Dove? Are you? Oh, you're on Facebook. You can't do it from Facebook. Dang it. Budgie. Exclamation point striker. I added it in for him. There is a cooldown on it, and it's a long one. Sorry, Dove. Can't. There it is. Okay. Now there's an 800-second cooldown. Cooldown. No, you don't have yours. You don't have yours. You don't have your own command yet. I'm waiting for the sound. I have to reorganize it. You have to understand how much I have going on right now with this soundboard for all of you guys. I'm trying to find the right what's it called? I'm trying to find the right one that doesn't get me flagged every time I play the one that you and that we got for the Prince version of yours, right? Every time I play it, I get slapped with it. So I don't want to use that one. And the you just got dubbed is just, that's only in rare instances. We don't want to do that. So I need to find one for you that doesn't get me, like, even for a 10-second clip, doesn't get me, like, in trouble. Yep. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm tired of getting in trouble. I have to be careful. I can't even, like, I have to watch how many times they play the Tokyo Drift one.
2319! We have a 2319!
Mm-hmm. That one's not supposed to be available to everybody, though. That's only supposed to be available to mods. Guts to fix that. That's Jess's. Oh, no. Subscribers. Subscribers, too. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, subs. That's Jess's. That will never go away. The 2319, that'll never go away unless you're talking about the you got dubbed. That only works when it does. And this and then Chick Hicks is Jess's new one too. I hope you're feeling better, brother. I really do. I hope you're feeling much better. I know you've been under the weather. Case beer. 30 minutes in. Drivers will come to pit road here probably the next 5 minutes. That's pretty much how this racetrack runs. About 35 to 40 minutes on a full tank. They are rolling. One of my favorite ones. Of course, we got Budgies. Budgie, you can play yours. I just got to get them all set back up the right way. They have so many. It's almost insane. I like the last one that they did. I really do. There you go, Budgie. Facebook doesn't have the option for commands. Viva la Striker. That's right. Viva la Striker. I tell you what, Joe Grijalva, not just Joseph Grijalva, but Joe Grijalva, the senior. He was enjoying the music last night as well. Take it away from you? I didn't take it away from you. The 2319, it's for subs and admins. So if you are a subscriber on Twitch and on YouTube, as far as like monetization wise, you guys can use those commands. But I need to make sure that they do have a user cooldown so that way it's not being spammed. Except for Jess. There it is. Eagle. The striker one has a cooldown. It's a user cooldown. It will not play a bunch. It's already been played. We did complete the... Yep, we completed that. Yep. All right. Good to go. It only goes once. And there's a cooldown. And you can see why there's a cooldown, right? You can see why there's a cooldown. I laughed my took us off the entire time. There's your race leader, David Steiner, comes in. Nathan Bigart hits pit road. A 24-second pit stop, so fuel, maybe a set of tires. We'll see. David Steiner, chance here. 146 flat, a little bit of clean air. Colby Hartung having an off track. No, Colby. 9 seconds to gap, trying to close in. Steiner around the front straightaway. Chance here. Big Art. We'll see Wesley straight ahead of he. Working different hours. Hey, I go to work at 7 in the morning. Technically I go to work after 7:30 because I have to drop Cody off at school. So I go to work. Then I come home. I do this. It's massive. Budget. Yes. I think it's cool. I just want to make sure we're good. Wesley Straight coming to pit road. Big Art will make the pass. Pat Green will be in fifth. David Steiner, 31 seconds here. Try to have that advantage. 37 to Big Art. So whatever he does to come down pit road, it's going to have to do it. He's going to have to do it. Now, I tell you what, if you're seeing any part of the racing surface right now, there is a whole bunch of grass out there that is 110% piling up on the racetrack in some of the corners. It's interesting to see. All right, Theodore coming around, 43 seconds to gap. And Budgie gets all the permissions, except for the striker one. Boy, dun, 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 dun. All right, Caffrey back to third. Just keeping our eye on what's going on here. 35, almost 36 minutes. Kobe Hartung, 9 seconds to gap. Try to close in to David Steiner. Steiner 146.20 last time by. Big Art just had his out lap here. So Crownover coming up pit road. We'll see how this is going to fare out. Pat Green through the gears. Sees 3 seconds to gap between he and Nathan Bigart. Crownover into pit road. Pit road speed limit here. So driver's going to be able to get in and out pretty decently, but it is a long front straightaway, so it's kind of the way that one works out. Theodore coming to pit road as well. Crownover's going to watch the limiter here. We'll see how it fares out. It's a good racetrack. The 3 drivers out of the race, Case, Beer, Mata, and Jira. Kobe Hartung sees Caffrey. Caffrey's been able to catch up his time here. Bigart just ran a 145.83. So he's faster than the drivers ahead of him. Going to need to think about where they're rolling. and what they're doing. All right, hydrate break time, folks. If you haven't done so, make sure that you remember that behind the scenes, there's always that one guy that feels this way.
Here I am, brain the size of a planet, and they ask me to take you up to the bridge. Call that job satisfaction, because I don't.
Job satisfaction. We love it all. I'll be right back. Okay, back at it. Here we are, P3. Good little battle. We have 18 minutes left to go, just under 18 minutes left to go in this race. Michael Caffrey and Colby Hartung duking it out once again. Probably the fun battle we've seen here. 5 seconds of gap between Nathan Bigart and David Steiner. Right now, David Steiner, last lap, matched lap times with Nathan Bigart, only separated by 6/100ths of a second. But can see exactly where he needs to be here. Into the corner. The drive off. Just awesome for all the drivers here. Right now through the gears, Bigart trying to hold on to what he has. David Steiner trying to close into the distance. Has 17 minutes to do so. He's got a 4.9 second gap as they continue to run. Michael Caffrey, Colby Hartung still digging. How about top 5-9 here? Up 3 again for Anthony Crownover. Pat Green's going to be there in the 90. He sits in 6th right where he started. Wesley straight up 2. Theodore's going to be off 1. Stryker's going to be up 4. Biggest mover of the race right here. Folks, if you haven't checked out the Chopp'N It Up podcast, you need to do so at ChopShop_TV is where you're going to be able to find that. And, of course, if you go to Spotify, you can look up the Chopp'N It Up podcast, the CHOPP hyphenated N It Up podcast. Go check them out. Absolutely cool to get to know the drivers and know what they're doing. You can also, there he is, you can also join the Chop Racing family at their Discord. Want to make sure we continue to give them all of the credit in the world for all the things that they do. They include, well, you know, doing stuff for us and being cool with us and, you know, keeping up with all the cool things that we do, including taking care of our driver cams each and every week. Nathan Bigart, rolling. Bigart is he's batting 1,000 so far through this season. We'll see what happens here on the bank straightaway. Last lap time, David Steiner ran a 1:45.97, trying to maximize the drive in, but 1:45.79 for Nathan on the last time by. So we'll see where the gains are. Now, David Steiner gets through the chicane really well. He gains on the back straightaway. It's everywhere else that he has to find where he can improve on this racetrack, and it's a good racetrack to do that. And right now, the battle for third's still on. I like it. I like it a lot. 15 minutes to go. 15 minutes. Everybody hitting their limiter, doing what they can. We're keeping it close here. I'll tell you what, turn 2, really good. Technical section here goes to the advantage of the McLaren. Just able to get into the corner and find the corner, be able to get out and back into the throttle really quickly. That Mustang doing a pretty good job of keeping up, though. Dogleg section up to turn 5. Here, oh, there they go. 21. Colby Hartung got right in the mix there. Grass being spewed up, little gravel being thrown on the racetrack as well. Hartung still keeping it close. Big height, let's go. Back straightaway, very busy here. Good look for all these drivers. They get into the chicane here. And the message is clear. Roll, roll, roll. "13 minutes to go." Oh, Hartung. Big run of speed. A little bit of wiggle out of the nose. Gets into the wake of Michael Caffrey there in the 77. Goes to the outside. It's going to be big for the turn into the corner. Front straightaway. Hartung. Caffrey keeping each other honest right now. Door to door. Ooh, 21. At that straightaway speed, and this is where they're going to have to, they're side by side, door to door, braking zone. Caffrey gives it up and goes back to it. This is far from over. A little bit of, hey, how you doing? That's what that means, folks. A little flash of the lights. Is it? How you doing? Keeping each other good here. Oh, Big Art had an issue. The gap is now a full second. It was Big Art. I don't know what happened. Now half second for Big Art and David Steiner, the gap. To see what happened here. What if we put enough fuel in? Sometimes we manage fuel. We kind of have to watch it. 0.3 of a second now, the gap. I'm just double checking some things here. Make sure that Nate, because I don't see an incident for Nate. So like I'm curious here as to what might be going on. There was anything, so I don't know. Well, here's the battle for the lead. It's on. These two have kept it close. Within 5 seconds, the margin. As Big Art goes to work, David Steiner in. I don't know what happened. These two going at it. That's there. Just I've backed up a couple of laps. I do have the track diagram, navigation diagram. Just kind of seeing what's going on there. Wesley Straight having an off track. Pat Green goes around. Yeah, the gap, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm going to have to ask. We have the opportunity to ask. Right now, we're going to have 10 minutes to go. And we're right there at the margin. Now, Nathan Big Art pitted on his 18th lap, 3 laps earlier than everybody else. Churchy having to stop here. Roberge just ahead. Roberge will see the leaders behind. Enter the corner. Oh, close it in. Roberge, great job holding on to it. Now half second the gap between these two. Now 0.6 of a second for the McLarens. David Steiner just ran his fastest lap of the race, 1:45.68. Colby Hartung, 1:45.92. Wesley had an off track. Here's what happened to Wesley Straight. Well, he just locks him up. Goes for a ride on the infield grass. Saying that needed mode. All right, well. Battle for third, still on. Battle for the lead, still close. Stryker battling with Theodore here. Door to door, enter the corner. Stryker up into the gravel. Trying to work back in. 5 spots gained. Inside the top 10 they go. Big Art's last lap, 1:45.61. David Steiner, 1:45.68. So I don't think there's a fuel issue. I don't know, maybe it was a penalty issue, something. I didn't see an off track for Nathan at all. So maybe just thought process going there. I'm not quite sure. Big Art just ran a 1:45.43. David Steiner 1:45.73. Has kept it close into the braking area. Steiner doing a great job. Just needs to find a way over the next 7.5 minutes to get around the guy that's won everything. Up through the corners and back to it. 21 sees the 77, now back into the corner. Closest battle we see here. Hartung and Caffrey. Good battle for third. Caffrey just keeping the margin. Right now, Stryker behind Theodore here, bump drafting in GT3 cars. Stryker making him go faster than he needs to go. Colby Hartung still clears. Big Art trying to keep it close. It's a battle for position here for 7th. And right here, the gap still within 0.6 of a second. Nathan Big Art having to look in the mirror at draft closing for David Steiner. Caffrey just made the pass on Colby Hartung. Oh, up into the wall. Up into the wall. Hartung to pit road. Battle for the lead still there. Under 5 minutes to go. Can Big Art hold off David Steiner? Hartung will come to pit road. He'll have a chance to get his fast repair. The Stryker still closes in the distance here. There's a fast repair for Colby Hartung. Oh! 12 up and around. Teddy was having a good battle there with Strickland. Hartung leaving pit lane. There's Crownover. Here's again the battle for the lead. Big Art, David Steiner. David Steiner cruising right now. Again, the bus stop, the best section for David Steiner. Managing both drivers very fast. Last lap for Steiner. Faster than Nathan Big Art. These two putting on a show here in the final closing minutes. 4.5, under 4.5 to go. We'll see probably 2 more laps out of this racetrack. 1:45.674. A tenth better that time for David Steiner. Gonna make Nate, Nate into the corner. Closing distance here. David Steiner, hold on. Grass hitting up on the racetrack. All over the case for both of these drivers. From a 5-second gap to half a second between these two. Both drivers into turn 6. Up into turn 7. Nate's going to try to pull away here. David Steiner through the gears. Still within the wake of Big Art. Big Art not able to lose this driver behind him. As they dig for the bus stop. Again, that is where David Steiner closes. Now needs to get within a relative margin. Both drivers coming around onto the front straightaway out of NASCAR turn 4. Able to get within a car length or two. Quarter second into turn 1. Fastest lap of the race. 1:45.366. David Steiner. 1:45.38 for Nathan Bigart. We're going to see 2 laps. We're going to see this lap and the white flag lap. David Steiner trying to push as hard as he can. Trying to get everything out of that car. And this is the relative margin. Anthony Crownover, Colby Hartung have a little battle going on right here. But the battle for the race is on. And these two need to have a flawless night. Flawless laps up and out of the corner. This is the biggest margin that we've seen as Nathan Bigart has to utilize a little bit more of the racetrack to try to pull away from David Steiner. David Steiner back through the gears. Bigart breaks the wake, breaks the draft out of the corner. Closing distance for David Steiner is on. Corner in. And right there, Bigart, better corner. Finally able to get a good back straightaway. Nathan Bigart. We'll see the white flag. This will be your final lap here at Daytona. And then 1:45.258. David Steiner will need a fast lap here and will need to close in 0.6 of a second and send every corner with as much braking power and as much passion as he can. Within a half second. Caffrey running third. Auberge just behind. He's going to be the first driver a lap down. And right now, can David Steiner do anything to be able to close out back into the throttle? Has to get back into it. Right now, Bigart into the corner. Closing distance for David Steiner. Needs to roll. Has only 4 corners left to be able to try to close in the final turns here. Nathan Bigart into the bus stop. Both drivers back into the throttle early. Bigart, final 2 corners. Relative, holding steady. Nathan Bigart out of the corner. David Steiner tried with all his might to close in. Not going to have enough time. Not going to have enough speed. Nathan Bigart goes 1,000 as David Steiner closes in to within 0.3 of a second. Michael Caffrey still out there racing. He's going to come around to everybody. Caffrey coming around is going to finish third. Colby Hartung. Caffrey did a great job. Top 3 for that driver, Colby Hartung. Anthony Crownover within a second of each other. Still a top 5 night for both drivers. Colby Hartung will come home 4th. And Anthony Crownover will come home 5th. Pat Green, Michael Strickland. Strickland up 6 spots here. As Pat Green goes to work. Michael Strickland coming around. Going to finish this race from the back to 7th. Good race from Stryker. Theodore's going to come around as well. He's going to finish in 8th. Roberge will finish 9th. Wesley Strait will finish 10th. Churchy still racing. Only a lap down. How about Church? Church had some stuff going on there, but I tell you what, able to keep it within the margin of distance there, and did a great job. So we love to see it. Big Art gets the win. Here's your race results, courtesy of Chop Shop Racing. For the world's greatest iRacing leagues, make sure you check out Chops Racing's Discord. I can speak today. Nathan Big Art is going to be your race winner in the 01. David Snyder will finish 2nd. Caffrey will be 3rd. Hartung, Crownover, Pat Green, Michael Strickland. Theodore's going to finish in 8th. Roberge in 9th. Wesley Strait in 10th. Church, Case Beer Meta. Ken Morley's going to be out there as well as Europe. Knocking it out of the park. Drivers getting out there, making their laps, making them happen early. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Let's see where we're going next week. That's going to be the big. It's going to be the big telltale all here. As we go to, where are we at next week? Hold on. Schedule. We're at, all right, Hockenheim. Yeah, and then Nürburgring was a crown jewel, 1.5 mile length race. We'll have a little bit longer broadcast that day. It's going to be cool. Yeah, I got some, got some tracks to get. Like it. All right. All the good things. All the good things. Somebody's sending it down there. Give me a moment, folks. Trying to find something here. I don't know why it's not showing up. There it is. All right, now it is. That's what I was waiting for. Let's talk to the man. He comes home in victory lane and still batting 1,000. Nathan comes home with a great battle at the end. What happened to make that relative shrink? Because I was watching a 5-second gap, and then all of a sudden, I look up and something happened. We did not hear, and I did not see, according to our relative, what was going on there. Walk me through that, and then congrats on the win.
Thank you. That was just waiting for Dave, wanting to race, have some fun at the end. It's funner to battle for the lead than to keep riding laps. Ryan was giving me a hard time, and so I was just wanting to have some more fun tonight, and it worked out. Dave got up there. Man, he was running some great laps. Any little mistake by me was going to cost me huge, and was just able to put some pressure on myself, get my heart rate going. Just that race winning, heart thumping, trying to hold it together type of thing. And it's a lot harder to do that when a guy's on your bumper rather than having a 5-second lead. So just makes it more exciting, more fun. And that was just basically the strategy behind it, was try to practice that sense, being in that high risk situation.
Got it. So you slowed down.
Yeah.
Simple. That's all right. It was good. It was a good battle because for the majority of the race, the battle was between Caffrey and Hardtongue. They were putting on a show. Man, 5 for 5. We're gonna go to a couple of tougher races. Hockenheim's coming up, and then we got Nürburgring. There's a lot of racing still here, and if you were to reach out and be able to pluck drivers into the league, what would you tell them about this league? That is what makes it enjoyable. It's not winning. What about this series makes it worthwhile?
It's just the camaraderie and the fun. It's a great group of guys that are out here just enjoying themselves, enjoying the sim, sharing their passion with each other. I hung out with Theo tonight. I think that was the first time I ever got to hang out with him. Got the music bot going in the Discord. Just having a good Monday night, relaxing and sharing our passion with guys that have the same passion. So it's just a great vibe, a great place to be on a Monday night.
See, folks, I'm telling you, you can get out here and you can run with these guys because it's fun. And I think that's the biggest factor in all of this is trying to make sure that we showcase that this kind of racing can be fun on a small scale and on a large scale.
Oh, absolutely. It only takes two cars to really have a great time out here. You can battle for last place and still have more fun than the guy that won the race. So I have that mentality every race I get into, especially in officials. But there's nothing like league racing and just the team aspect of it, getting to know people and spending multiple times in a row hanging out with the same guys, like, so you really get to know them, and it's just fun, man. I really enjoy it. It's definitely a passion of mine. I do it several nights a week. Keeps me out of trouble and keeps my heart rate going, and just it releases them endorphins in your brain. Have a good time.
That's what it's about. Nate, you're still batting 1,000. Still haven't rooted against
Yeah.
you. I
It's
still
gonna
haven't done
change
it.
here soon. Though we'll get to them tracks that I'm not very good at. The next two actually, like that you just mentioned. So I think the guys are coming back strong here coming up.
Either way, I mean, if we see you out there out front, uh, still not surprising. You know what I mean? You just and I said this. I was talking to Jess about this earlier, and because I talked to Jess about all the leagues that we do, and I said that you're 5 for you have a chance to go 5 for 5 here, and I said you're just bad fast, right? And consistency is probably the biggest key that we saw out of it. But also, and that's not to take away from Dave because he came in, shortened his pit stop up, closed in the gap, but was still keeping time with you, even through that. So I think having him on your bumper made him push himself harder, which is a good thing for both of you.
Oh, absolutely. I felt it. I think it was 2 or 3 laps to go, and he was on my bumper, and the spotter came over the radio saying that he just ran the fastest lap of the race out of everybody. So it was definitely making us push. He was getting a good draft, and it made me push very hard for the next lap because I really wanted that fastest lap of the race.
Right. Yeah, I saw it. I was like, when I saw a 3.6, I was like, man, that's going to be tough to beat. And you lay down a 2.7, and I'm like, okay, never mind.
It was tough though. Still, it was very tough to beat.
Still a good night, Nate. Congratulations, man! 5 for 5. We'll see what. Hey, you know what? This is good practice too because we've got some Cup cars coming here this week as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's gonna be fun Friday, man. They add that whole other chicane to it, and those cars are much harder to drive around this track. It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a ton of fun. Lap traffic will play a factor in that one because these are wide body cars, right? But you can maneuver out of the way pretty quick. Those heavy brakes and in the NASCAR, the next gen Cup car. I mean, it's a big tank rolling on wheels.
Oh, for sure. The one thing that I got going for me is I strategically wrecked out last week, so I can start up front this week.
Strategically. You can go back and watch the race and see what happened. All right, Nate, give you shout outs, man. You get another victory here in the Chopp'N It Up GT3 series.
Yeah, just shout out to them, the Chopp'N It Up podcast, Chop Shop themselves, all the admins, everybody involved with Chop Shop, all the drivers. Like we were talking about, just a great group of guys. Really enjoy coming out, hanging out with these guys. Shout out to you, Jason, Signature Esports, doing the broadcast. I really enjoy the GT3 series and love seeing it broadcasted by you. You do a great job. All the fans out there watching, Budgie's always out there, Mom's always out there. Really, Appreciate all the support from everybody that's always watching. And just a shout out to Dave Steiner. He did a great race. Caffrey with that battle with Colby. Definitely looking forward to going back watching that. I could see it on the relative, but glad to see Caffrey come out on top with that with his P3. Just great drive by everybody tonight.
Crownover says you need to start a lap behind.
Yeah, at a short track maybe, not at a big one like this. It's a little hard.
Have him start a lap behind at Nürburgring. Oh,
Yeah,
that's a massive track itself. No, we're good. No, I mean that's the whole point. And I will say this from my standpoint. Getting back in, I try to run a race a week, right? I try to get back in and run with a little heavier splits. I try to get in on times where I know that I'm going to be in a race with splits that are better than me. Try to run with the top split or second split, because I like seeing my craft get a little bit better each week, as well, just because of race knowledge and just keeping myself familiar with the simulator. But you need to run with people that are who not only your peers. This is why league racing is the best racing on iRacing. You can try to change my mind on that one. I have a T-shirt for that. Okay, because in league racing, you find the drivers that learn something each and every week. And Nate, you're a master of your own craft doing that for yourself.
Yeah, thank you. Also, one last thing, I just want to give a shout out to Church. See him just post up in the broadcast, man. He couldn't even make a lap here in practice, and definitely gave him a hand getting around here and looking. He only finished one lap down, did a 1:48 too. Man, that's a huge shout out. What an accomplishment in one night. And it just shows, man, these oval races can come out and have a great time running these GT3s, and it's a great group to do it here with.
I was giving Church all the props in the world because he had an issue where one of the drivers, it just braked heavier into the corner, and he smoked him, like skadooshed him. I went back and played the sound, and then he gets back out there and keeps himself in a great relative. So this is amazing to watch, amazing to see. Nate, much love, man. We'll see you tomorrow night for some truck series. We're going to begin some playoff racing tomorrow night. Ton of fun, man.
See you then.
That is Nate coming home in victory lane. That's 5 for 5. But I tell you what, I talked to this guy as many times as I talk to any driver out there as well. David Steiner coming home P2 tonight. Dave, man, oh man, he said he slowed down because he wanted to race, right? And did you put on a race? You were flat there as much as you could be. I mean, but you were there even before. You were holding a relative margin. You were doing a great job of trying to close down the distance. You short pitted yourself to do that. The tires were holding on, and you did that on older tires than he was on.
Yeah, did he change tires or something there?
Yeah,
he did. He took new tires. All right.
20. Yeah, he had a 24-second pit stop, so that would be new tires, and you had a 19-second pit stop, and that was fuel only.
And then they're getting a little squirmy, but that was still okay. I think Nate could have kept them as well. But that's interesting. Okay.
Look at you.
He was quick, wasn't he?
Yeah,
How good is this guy?
But you are just as well. My God, that I saw that 3.6 and I went, oh my goodness, here we go.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what it was about. Nate told me just before. Yeah, he said he slowed up, but I was hoping it was fuel, of course.
Me too.
Makes you feel a little better. But
no tires.
It was a good finish. It was a good, exciting finish. That good little battle there. That was good. I tend to drive a little better when I'm behind someone, I think. I make more mistakes when I'm on my own. So as soon as that gap builds up, it tends to burgeon and grow even further, right?
Yeah.
But aside from that, I had a pretty solid race. I mean, it's clean. I mean, that's the important thing. Got to be clean. Got to make as few mistakes as possible. And so I didn't make too many, which is great. So I'm happy with that.
Nate said he didn't take tires. We're verifying information here. No, car didn't lift up. 24. Oh, he had to take extra fuel anyway because he pitted like 3 laps prior to you guys did. So, gotcha. Yeah. That's all right. It's all good. It's all gravy. It's all gravy, no big deal. But hey, you know what? You were catching him in some of the fastest parts on the racetrack too. Your bus stop entry was flawless for the longest time.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Certainly worked up to it. I started cramming this morning. Actually, had an early start. I only started managing to get a few laps in this morning. I just got back from Bathurst last night. I went to that 12-hour.
I know. I'm
So
jealous.
got a few laps in. Got up to speed, which is great. So give Nate as good a run. He was always going to. This is one. It must be one of his strongest circuits here at Daytona. Geez, he's good. But yeah, okay, I'll take that entry to the bus stop. My arch nemesis, I think, on any track anywhere in the world is turn 7 here. I cannot get it right.
Getting up out of turn 6 up onto the NASCAR turn 1, which is turn 7. Layman's terms for everybody else out there.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you never know if you have to go all the way to the wall and drop in, or if you should throttle up on the bottom side. I was watching Nate do both, so and watching you do both. I mean, you were gaining on the back straightaway, when, I mean, even within 0.6 of a second, you were able to catch enough air. But I mean, it's such a hard track to kind of discern. Watch it whenever we recall the Daytona 24, just a couple of weeks ago. I watched the GT3s hug the yellow line for the most part, because you'd see the LMPs come around and do that. But that's where they were making their time. And I hardly saw them go up high. But I mean, sometimes you have to build momentum on these cars to be able to wrap out, be able to hit the bus stop correctly. I mean, it's a fine line of being on the edge, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm losing the time. It might be on the preparation pre-corner, pre-apex and my entry at that turn. I'm trying a number of things and I can't get it right. I even remember back to, Mick was telling me, we were chatting about it last time we were here, probably season 2, I would think. And I was behind both Colby and then Nate in front. And they would both nail it every lap. And they'd pull away from me and I couldn't work out what they're doing that I'm doing wrong at turn 7. So it's one of those things I've got to get on top of. And then, each lap he just pulls away, gets on the gas early. Maybe it's his braking less or his trail braking more effectively, but a lighter brake. I don't know. Something he's doing.
Something that he's doing, but I mean, you're still doing everything right by your means. I know the goal is to beat him, but when it comes down to it, if you can put on a show and do it, that's just as good to me. But P2, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with what you have going on. I mean, your bus stop is flawless. White line to white line, barely kicked the grass to white line, cross the rumble, and I
was
mean,
lucky to get away with that one.
Just
watching your broadcast.
Yeah, your touch is just right there. You know what I mean? So I
think the 2 extras I picked up, I don't think they were at the bus stop. I think they were elsewhere. So I think I was clean today through the bus stop all day. That's good. I'll take that.
I like it. I mean, and that's where, I mean, when I say you were gaining, you'd gain a 10th in the bus stop, and throttle up and be within a car length and a half, through those 3 or 4 laps we were watching, where everything was just as close as it could be. And then coming out of 3 and 4, you must have been hammered down 6th gear, ready to go.
Yeah, I tried to run a lower wing today. Thought that might work out to my advantage in the race. And I reckon Nate did the same thing. Wouldn't surprise me if he was in another click less again on the wing, because I wasn't. I got to a point, I just not pulling any further when I got up behind him. Yeah, I'll chat with him about that later.
Hey, everybody can feed
but
off
there's some
each
good
other.
driving. I was just checking the results. There's some good, clean driving out there. That's really good to see.
I was happy with every bit of this race. I know that we had 14 drivers today, but there was racing everywhere.
Yeah, I look forward to watching it. I think that the standout for me there is P5. Anthony started P8, finished P5, 1 incident, 1X.
And that's probably just an off track.
Yeah. Pat Green 2, Chris Roberge. We're getting used to him running keeping a clean book, 0X. Good work. Wesley just the 1. Yeah, great driving.
Yeah, Wesley's off track, sent him off track into the grass for about 12 seconds. It was a good slide. I'd say he was safe. Base,
Roger.
baseball term, folks.
Yeah, gotcha.
I miss baseball already. I need my Cardinals to come back and start playing. David, this was awesome to watch. It was awesome to get yourself out. Welcome back from. How was the race, by the way?
It was great. Fantastic. What a race. 12 hours later, and it's still in that last hour when teams are trying to work their strat, trying to save as much fuel as possible, get to that point where they can make it on one more stop. It all unfolds. It was great to see several cars, 6 cars kind of in the mix. Some great driving there. Awesome to see. And BMW won too. How was that?
I like it. I know. I caught the results afterwards, caught the highlights because trying to keep up with everything racing going on right now with NASCAR starting and just trying to there's so much racing happening.
Yeah.
From the Rolex 24 to the 12-hour at Bathurst, and then we've got major events coming up in the IMSA series, and that is it's that time of year where everything just starts picking up. Spring racing is happening. We're going to start seeing dirt series come back when it comes to World of Outlaws. They're going to start looking here very soon. So there's so much this time of year. 2025 I think it's the season for racing on iRacing and then of course in the real world and to see you guys get to enjoy it. It's the same concept. We hear all of our friends out here talk about going to a NASCAR race, and the way I look at it is, if you can find yourself at a racetrack, no matter what you're watching, you're going to enjoy the experience.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, that's these days. That's one of the things I would call that an anchor for the sort of travel that I like to do these days. Whatever I do or wherever I go, as long as there's a motorsport event somewhere, and I can get to that and do some other stuff. And a NASCAR race is high up on that list. I definitely want to see something there. I want to get to a NASCAR race.
We need to get NASCAR to go back to Australia. It's happened once before, and it needs.
It's a long way. It's a long way to go. It really is.
If they're going to do the Mexico
glad
GP,
we've got some of the.
We can do that.
What's that?
So if we can go to the Mexico GP or we can go to Motegi, we can go there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
Sorry. Which track would you prefer to go see? I have to ask that because you always have to hear everybody's opinion on which track they find the most fascinating in NASCAR.
It'd have to be something. One of the sort of the mid. I don't know how you would term it, but one of the mid-length tracks. So a super speedway. I think Talladega, for the sake of seeing it, would be fantastic. But you don't see much of them, and then they're gone. They're 2 miles in the other direction. But it's one of those mid-length sort of tracks where you can see them on the other side. You can track them the whole way around. I think you get more excitement out of that. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
But as a spectacle, the Coliseum,
yeah,
that'd be something.
I do wish that they had stuck with the Coliseum. I'm not saying Bowman Gray is not a great racetrack. It's an iconic racetrack, but the Clash was not quite the Clash. The LA Coliseum was good. And then, of course, the traditional Coliseum, Mr. Bristol. That's the one that I think is on everybody's bucket list because you can see everything from there.
Yeah. That's what makes a good race, even in road racing. So, for example, the best race in my opinion that I've been to was the Austrian Grand Prix up in Spielberg in the mountains in Austria. That's good because it's up in the mountains and it's in a re-entrant basically. So you have a spur line on either side of the track running down. So you have all this high ground. You can pick a spot to spectate, and you can probably see from anywhere. You could see at least 80% of the whole track, and that's great. But contrastingly, you go to Singapore and watch the street race there. You want to be parked in front of one of the big televisions because you see them go past, and then what? You got to wait for a minute and a half, and then come back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You get more out of it when you go to one of these really nice tracks.
I think that's the reason why a lot of people like the Chicago street course as well, because you can literally get a hotel room at one of the high rises and watch the whole thing.
I like that track. We did that season 1. I like that track. I like Long Beach as well. So Striker knows that. He knows I like Long Beach. Bring back Long Beach. I'm starting a movement.
There you go. There you go. I like it. All right, David, we could talk for hours. Welcome back, of course, from a great vacation and an iconic. See, look at that entry, folks. Boom, boom. Right side tire just skips the grass once again. Carrying speed, a little out of the throttle there. Turn out. Had to. Yeah, almost missed that one, but hey, look at that. Boom, boom. You needed more grass on the track to spin Nate out. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I was just waiting for a mistake. I didn't get one.
It's okay. You almost you raced him hard enough to try to have him force one. So phenomenal race
Good.
at the end there, man. That was great.
It's always good driving with him. Always a great race. And yeah, thoroughly enjoy it.
And I got to watch you push yourself harder than I think I've seen you push in a hot minute, man. Give you shout outs, brother. Get a P2 finish tonight.
Well, shout out to Nate. Well done. Great race. As flawless as I've seen you do, mate. That was fantastic. Mick P3, I think he did well to hold that. He was saying that Colby was giving him a real hard time, keeping him honest there until maybe Colby had a mistake, but well done. And as I said, Anthony, great drive. Well done. Keeping it clean, making up 3 spots from where he started. Thanks to everyone else. Thanks to all the drivers. Well done. Good clean driving. Great racing. Thanks to yourself. Thanks to Signature Esports. And as always, Chop Shop. Thanks to all the fellas there for putting on the event and doing all the work to keep it running across all the leagues and each day and each week in, week out. It's been great.
David, we'll see you at Hockenheim next week. It's gonna be
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be fun.
It's going to rain one of these days too. It's going to rain one of these days there.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Maybe it's in Germany.
It might be. And then we have Nürburgring after that. We're just gonna have so much fun. It's gotta be so much fun.
Yeah.
All right, brother. We'll see you next week. Congrats. Actually, we'll probably see you later this week. Are you gonna run the Cup Series?
Look, I did. Yeah, I Caffrey did tell me that we are here at Daytona Road.
Yeah, you just had the front stretch chicane, so
Yeah. All right. That sounds fun. I'll be in.
It'll be a good time. David, we'll see you Saturday.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry, Friday.
See you guys.
Friday, Saturday for you. Yes, it is Saturday for him.
Yeah, Saturday morning, bright and early.
I'll see you, brother. Dave Steiner coming home P2, and love talking about. How about the next driver from Australia as well? He's from Grand Old Perth, Australia, and Mr. Caffrey putting up a fight with Colby. You guys were on my screen more than Nate and David were, just so you know.
Thank you very much, Jason. Oh, that was a battle and a half with Colby.
So he'd have straightaway speed, and you had the technical section. You guys kept crossing each other over the first half of the race and the second half of the race. It's like you guys planted each other right next to each other, and then just couldn't break away. Of course, Colby, freed himself up off the corner and zippity doo dah into the wall, and I forgot that I had the in race audio on, right, so I could hear you guys, and I was like,
Oh, I forgot.
and when I was like. When I heard you were like, oh no, because when you had an issue, he was like, no, not Caffrey, because he was enjoying what was going on, and then same thing happened to him, and then there it was.
Well, hey, we were both sending it through that bus stop. That chicane was we were just letting it go and trying to get that little. We were both trying to get that little bit extra on the exit to it, so you could get that jump on each other, and at certain point, you just push it too far. But we're having an amazing race, and it was so fun battling Colby. I had that issue earlier on in the race. So I probably just over throttled coming out of turn 1 and unsettled the car and over rotated and put it in. I barely just tapped that wall on the exit of on pit exit. But I kept going, and I kept my nose in there. I was just watching that time frame. The gap. Got that jump on him, Jason. I got that jump on him coming up to the pit lane. I had my pit crew dialed in.
Yeah, it was massive. I mean, just watching where you needed to be. Plus, you can make up. And I try to tell this to people all the time. You can make up so much time on pit road, and the tire wear here is almost nil.
No, that's right. Yeah, and like that pit road was pretty big because after I had my issue, that was probably about lap 12. He had about a 4-5 second gap on me, roughly 5, and it was roughly staying there. I'd pull it back, and he'd get out a little bit, but It was that pit road that got me. I made sure I launched it in there. I was the last person to go into to do the refuel, and I came out. As I come out, I was just had my nose just in front of Colby. So then we were back on. It was and it was so fun.
I mean, there's so much, and Nate put it best earlier. Um, regardless if you're racing for a win, there's racing all over the racetrack, and I've said this week in and week out. This is a series that doesn't just describe the epitome of just getting out there and racing. You guys are out there literally and trying to push yourselves as hard as you can, and you're racing friends and creating your own drama on the racetrack without the capital D in the drama, and
Yeah.
it's so fun to watch and so fun to be a part of, because it gives me an opportunity to showcase a little bit of extra respect for something that everybody knows me for the NASCAR and the dirt side of things, but and people don't realize that I like every form of racing. I'm a huge IMSA fan, right?
Yeah, yep.
And to see you guys at least just get out here with just GT3s is amazing for me, because I get the chance to listen to the cars that I like the most. My favorite car is not nobody's running my favorite car, but the Lamborghini Huracan is is my favorite car in the entire world. If I could have a Lamborghini Huracan in my midlife crisis here the next time, I'm just warning Jess, in the next 10 years, that would be it.
No, the Hurricane is a good one. Yeah. I think Phil, he loves the they don't have it on iRacing here, but it's the Chrysler,
Yeah.
whatever that one was.
What they have? They had the version of the 300, but it was the C something. Hold on.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. But yeah, they don't have it on here, unfortunately. But yeah, he'd run that for sure. But Hurricane, so good. And hey, look, and props to Dave as well. He was away for most of the week and just turned back up after being up at Bathurst. So he put on a good show, and and obviously Nate, out bit of a on his out the front there, outclassed. I think he said I think he said a PB for his pole. So great work, Nate.
The Viper. So they have the Dodge Viper or the Chrysler Viper, folks. We got it. Depending on where you're at in the world, it's either a Dodge or a Chrysler Viper. That's the newest version of the GTSR that they have out there, which is an amazing car. I wish they'd run more Chryslers. And the SRT Viper GT3R ready for worldwide GT series.
Sorry, that's what I was saying, Jason. It was the Bentley Continental GT3, which he loves.
Oh, Bentley? Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, story about DDE. I'm a DDE fanatic. Daily Driven Exotics. Shout out to Dave and, sorry, Dave, who's a Bentley lover out there. And they want to take, he's got a, what is it? I have to think about it. They're trying to put the GT3 body kit on his Bentley, which is just a stock Bentley, and I think it's the coolest build that they're going to be doing. So, yeah, are you kidding me? It's such a great
Bentley's
car.
good. It is, yeah, it definitely is, Jason. I hope they do bring it over into iRacing. It'd be great to see it on the track as well.
Yeah, folks, if you have not seen the Bentley GT3 Continental, just Google it. So, yeah.
Great machine. It was just, and being on the track there with Colby, it was great just riding alongside and like going side by side into turn one, and, we've given each other, just enough room, but your elbows are out, but, we weren't pushing each other off the track. It was so fun.
You guys did phenomenal. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is. Dave's Bentley is a Bentley Continental. So they're taking a stock Bentley Continental, and they're going to be, and of course it's a Canadian car, and they're going to be adding the GT3 car to it. It's such a. If you guys haven't checked out Daily Driven Exotics, please go do so. Like, you'll see some of the craziest stuff you ever see. They built a twin turbo F12 drift car.
I'm going to have to have a look, Jason, now that you said that.
Twin turbo Ferrari F12. They've got some shenanigans and a little bit of life, and they're just Canadians that go back and forth from I believe they're from Alberta. They go from Alberta to L.A. where they split. They were huge fans of Ken Block, and they're trying to take the twin turbo Ferrari and turn it into kind of a tribute to Ken Block and be able to just slay tires and have some fun. So
Love those clips he used to put out. They were the best.
Yeah. I'm just so I love racing. So
same. I love everything, all cars. All series. To be honest, I think the Cup cars are probably my favourite, but I've always loved all forms. Whether it's the GT3s or your IMSAs, your V8 supercars, and your NASCARs. I'm working my way up. I had a good run last week as well, but and here we are. We're coming. NASCARs are coming back up this weekend to Daytona again, so that'll be interesting.
Oh yeah, we've got Super Bowl Sunday on the 9th. Well, we're doing the SC 1100, so Super Bowl. I don't care who wins the Super Bowl. My team's not in it, so I don't care. So we're doing the SC.
I'm going for the Eagles. I got one on the Eagles. The other guys have had it enough.
If I had to pick a team, I live in Missouri, right? Kansas City is supposed to be our home team. I was a St. Louis Rams fan before they were in St. Louis. They were in LA when I was a kid. They moved to St. Louis and then went back to LA. And of course, I'm still a Rams fan all through and through. I usually root for the NFC, which is the Eagles. And the Chiefs can suck it. I'm saying that
yeah.
Kansas City can go and lose. I'm on
the Eagles. Let's go.
That's right.
Go ahead. Sorry, go.
Go ahead,
I'm just going to say, watching that. I'll be watching the Super Bowl on the. It's Monday for us, Monday morning. I think about 7:00 it kicks off, 7 a.m. So I'm actually going to our stadium here in Perth, Optus Stadium, to go watch it. Should be good.
It'll be a ton of fun. Yeah, we're gonna try to get the SC 1100 done, and we're gonna try to do it in 7 hours. I think we could do it in 7 hours total. The Indy 500,
that's it.
Indy 500 and the Coke 600 all in one day, and then the Super Bowl. Oh, that's a long day.
That's pretty good.
It's gonna be amazing. I'm all for it. Mike, it is always a pleasure to get a chance to talk to you. I have extended interviews almost as long as the race. So I'm going to let you have at it. Be good, brother, and give you shout-outs, my friend. P3 finished tonight.
Hey, thanks, Jason, as always. Thanks yourself, Signature Esports, for the broadcast admin box, Chopp'N Up Media and podcast. Also, John and Striker and Chop Shop League for putting on all the races. Nate, great drive from for the P1. Dave Steiner, amazing himself from getting that P2 and being out most of the race. And a big shout out to Colby Hartung. Had amazing time battling you. We'll see you at the track next time.
It's gonna be awesome to watch what you guys do. I'm telling you. We're going to Hockenheim Ring next week. Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time. I'm gonna have a hard time not the entire time. Sorry, sorry, folks.
No, sorry for stepping on you before.
No, you're good, man. Don't ever be a pot. No. We're good. Step. Let's see. Need more fuel is all. No tires. Thanks to Caffrey, he helped me as well. Says Mr. Church. So there you go. Yeah, look at you. That's what it's about.
Thanks so much.
You too, brother. We'll see you the rest of the week.
Yes, sir.
That is Michael Caffrey coming on P3 tonight, and phenomenal race for everybody. I love being able to talk to all things that are racing. I'm going to show you. Okay, here you go, folks. It's just, let's do the empty stuff here. Okay. So August motorcars.com, they're out of Kelowna, British Columbia. So that's where they live, is British Columbia. So they have a list of all the cars that DDE runs, right? Daily Driven Exotics. They have a Lamborghini Revolto. If you don't know what a Revolto is, well, of course it says the latest F12 Beast. It is a hybrid electric V12. It's insane. Insane. This is the McLaren Center. This one's actually for sale. The Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, they just did this. They took this to Gumball, which they went from Thailand through the Philippines. An amazing time. This is the Lamborghini Murcielago. The Gallardo Squadra Corset. It's awesome. So this is the Super Trofeo. This is a Ken Block tribute car right here. This is my favorite car on their fleet. And I think it's in Texas right now. I think they're doing something with it. But this car right here, this Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo KB43 tribute, if I had the however much money it would be, I'm sure it's a couple $100,000. If I had that money, this would be the car that I would geek out over. But I'm not that wealthy, so we're good. This is the Bentley that I was talking about. So they did some crazy rap, but they are working on putting a GT3 series kit on this car to match what the GT3 cars would be. This is the 720 GTR. This is a bad Mamma Jamma. They're doing some work with the livery and some other stuff now. This is custom, all custom. Gentani exhaust, all that stuff. This is that drift car that I was talking about. This is the original photo. Right now, all this is off, and it looks a lot more mean than that. So their twin turbo Ferrari F12 is just legendary. Of course, his missus drives the Mercedes-Benz G63 AMG. So love these guys. Shout out to August Motor Cars out there for giving Daily Driven and Exotics a chance to have some of these cars, and giving the whole DD crew an awesome platform. I mean, these cars they couldn't do it without August. So that's a shameless plug for them. Big Art gets the win, and yeah, it's awesome. Striker gets the biggest mover of the race tonight for Chop Shop Racing. I love sports cars, by the way. Love them. Love them. Kyle, I saw the 11 minutes ago. Thank you very much. I'm sorry I didn't get to that. I was in the middle of just doing these driver interviews and loving every minute of it. And just I enjoy these guys and these drivers, and enjoy the league, and enjoy the GT3 series. Somebody's got to dethrone Big Art, though. Somebody's got to beat him. I'm going to tell you what, there's going to be a lot of racing still left to go. We're only 5 races in. Anything can happen. Tomorrow night, playoffs begin for the Chop Shop Racing Truck Series, presented by SpeedyTrophies.com. We're going to be checking that out Wednesday night, Sim 500. Thursday night, I am going to be doing a power leveling stream with my pops. We're going to be doing some Once Human, and we're going to have some fun with that. I will make that post. We're going to do that live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube as well. And through everything go. If exclamation point new PC, if you want to help us out, I need to adjust that goal because it was just set to 885. We're about, I think, total about $300 or $400 away from actually finishing the build on it. No, I'm sorry, 885. So the 346. So I'll have to add 500 to whatever's left from that goal to where we're at now. I have to add $500 to it because $500 came across from some of the league, from specifically the one that we're broadcasting, to help get our PC fixed. And when I say fixed, upgraded and future proof. That's what it's going to be. Congrats to Nate, and love to see it. He's running a Hinchcliffe paint scheme as well. Love it. So, folks, be good, be safe, be kind of one of those most important factor of life. Much love to you, Budgie. I appreciate that. I thank you for putting the thing up there as well. Every dollar that we get from that donation goal, whether it's PayPal or the Square Link, is going towards my PC. I've got to get it. I've got to get the CPU. So we've ordered the CPU and the motherboard, which was $871. That if that tells you anything, that's what we're doing. I already have a 40 series graphics card. We're good with that. But my processor is being bottlenecked, and it's causing major issues when it comes to racing and iRacing and all that stuff. So we've ordered the CPU, the motherboard, and the I/O. So now we've got to get the power supply, new cooling, all cooling. We're gonna liquid cool. We have to liquid cool the graphics card as well. So there's a lot of work to do with it. Lots of fans, lots of things that are happening. Memory has to be upgraded as well, and the RAM's going from DDR4 to DDR5. So that's how far behind I am. It'll be insane. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Chop Shop. Thank you to, of course, Chop It Up Podcast. Thank you to their partners, affiliates, and sponsors, of course, within Chop Shop Racing. Thank you to, of course, our partners, sponsors, and everybody out there as well. Great race. Great stinking race. And I love to see it. Be good. We'll see you in the next one, folks. Peace out.